Croeso, welcome to our live broadcast. Croeso cynnes a diolch I chi am ymuno. Yn Saesneg fydd y sgwrs heddiw, ond mae'n croeso chi gyfrannu yn Gymraeg neu yn Saesneg yn y comments. You're welcome to post your questions in the comments and we'll answer them at the end. My name is Christine Rhysat and I'm one of the business development advisors here working at Business Action Scheme based in Gwynedd. Joining me today is Kaylee Peters, Careers Advisor from Careers Wales. Kaylee, would you like to introduce yourself and explain who you work for?
Yeah, so I'm Kaylee Peters and I'm a Working Wales advisor for Careers Wales. Working Wales is our post-education service. We see anybody who is over the age of 16 from any background. It could be people that are working, who are looking at a change of direction, or it could be those that are unemployed and looking for work. We help them look at a range of support and provision that is available for them to help them overcome any barriers and access the right support at the right time to help them move forward.
Okay. So we know these are challenging times and we wanted to inform you of the support which is available to individuals when faced with redundancy. Also informing employers about incentives on taking on staff which have been made redundant. Our role as business development advisors is to inform employers of the wide range of support which is available. This initiative we'll be talking about today can be used to access a wide range of courses from Business Action Scheme, from our professional courses such as ILM, CIM, specialist courses at Keys like NEBOSH, Forklift, short courses like food safety, first aid, and many, many more. So, Kaylee, tell us about the ReAct scheme. What is it? Who is it eligible? And what can they access?
Yeah, so ReAct is a pot of funding available to anybody who's been made redundant so that they can retrain or update their skills. There's up to £1,500 paid towards training courses. This could be one course or 10 courses, it doesn't matter, but they all do need to be targeted at the same industry. So if somebody is looking at going into construction, they could do multiple construction courses, a CSCS card and a dump truck, but you couldn't then also do a dog grooming course because they would be separate industries. It can be people looking to upskill within their industry or for people looking at doing something completely different. The courses can be anywhere in the UK, and because of this there is an additional £200 to help towards the cost of any travel or accommodation, and there's also support to help towards the cost of any childcare costs that they have while they're training. To be eligible for ReAct, previously it would have been you need to make an application within 3 months of your redundancy date, so that could be currently under notice of redundancy, but things have changed a bit this year, obviously with the COVID-19 pandemic, and it's had an impact on people being able to access the ReAct funding. So there's been an extension to that timescale now, so anybody who has been made redundant since January this year and not been employed for over 16 hours a week or for over 6 weeks, they can make an application for ReAct.
Okay, so how long can the courses be? And is there a timescale when the training needs to be completed?
Any application for ReAct must be submitted and all training completed within 18 months of their redundancy. It used to be 12 months, but again, things have been extended, and that rule will apply to any individual made redundant from the 1st of January 2020 to the 31st of March 2021.
Okay, so if you've got, for example, if you've got an individual who's been made redundant and they want to go self-employed, would they be able to access the support for training as well?
Yes, so they would be able to access ReAct support for training towards helping them get the skills they need to set up their own business. They wouldn't be able to get support towards business startup costs, things like buying a van, buying equipment. But if somebody wanted to do training to help them then set up a business, an example could be an electrician who's been working for a local employer. They're thinking of going self-employed, and they've realised that there's going to be a demand for electrical car charging ports and installing those. So they may want to go on a training course that would give them that ticket, that license, that skill, and then they'd be able to do that. And then what we would do is make a referral to somewhere like Business Wales or the Enterprise Hub for then help with their business ideas and the opportunity to go on courses that would help them then with the business startup side of things.
Okay, good. So how do they apply for the scheme then?
So to apply To the scheme, the first step is to make an appointment with a working Wales advisor like me. You can do that over the phone or web chat, and we are offering video appointments or telephone appointments at the moment. And in some offices and some areas, we are offering a limited amount of face-to-face appointments. And to make the appointments, you can do it via the web chat or over the phone, and our contact details will be in the chat box.
Okay, great, thank you. So if you as an individual is thinking of doing training with Group Llanrich Menai, our learner services team will be able to help you completing the application. So with regards to employers, there is support available for employers taking on new staff being made redundant. Can you tell me more?
Yeah, so there's an employer recruitment and training support. So if an employer was able to offer an individual who had been made redundant a job, and this job was over 16 hours a week, paid at national minimum wage or above, and was expected to last for a minimum of 12 months, then that employer could access up to £3,000 for taking on that individual, and up to 50% of any training course costs they put them on as well, up to £1,000. So it can help with both the wages and also training that individual in the workplace.
Okay, so basically an example could be that an employer might have taken somebody on and they've noticed that their certificate in level 2 food safety or level 2 first aid might have expired. So this type of money can pay towards the cost of coming on these courses as well, won't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So how do employers apply for this particular scheme then?
So for the employers to apply, all they need to do is visit the Business Wales page and complete the application form on there. There's also a telephone number on there that they can contact the Skills Gateway if they've got any queries in regards to what they can access.
Okay, so we as business advisors, we will be able to help employers if they've got any queries with regards to courses. I think there is a section there for helping them complete, start date, end dates. So if they want particular details on certain courses, we'll be able to assist them.
Yeah,
so which is good.
Sorry, just what I forgot to say before was it is important that the employers make an application before taking on the individual. You can't take somebody on and then make an application. So asking an individual maybe at interview, have they been made redundant prior to being offered the job, means that they could get that application in before the start date. So that's really important for employers to be aware of.
Oh, good tip. Yeah, because I'm surprised when I've been out seeing employers that they don't know about the employer incentive and they haven't even thought about asking that question when in interviews. So yeah, useful tip. Thank you, Kaylee. So if somebody's under notice of or has been made redundant, will they be able to access both the individual and employer support?
Yeah, so people can access both streams of the funding, but if you wanted to do that, you would need to make an application for the training allowance, then complete the training, and then make an application for the employer recruitment support. Because if you made an application for the employer recruitment support and then started work, you would be employed for over 16 hours a week, and that would then obviously deem you ineligible for ReAct under the terms and conditions for applying for the training grant.
So it's a really good initiative, really. So it's to upskill that person. Very good, very good. So what kind of practical advice would you give for an individual who's facing redundancy?
I suppose the most practical advice I can give is to look at the labour market, look at the area you want to work in, what the employer's looking for, what skills, what licenses, what tickets, what are being asked for that potentially you don't have. And then you can access ReAct then to train in that area and get what employers are looking for and meet the needs so that they can go into secured employment. And obviously to make an appointment with the Working Wales advisor. But I speak to people and sometimes they don't progress with a ReAct application because they do find work, but at least it gives them the opportunity to find out exactly what's out there, have a chat about their ideas and go through what is available in the labour market with someone like myself.
Yeah, that tends to be a really good tip. Another good tip from you as well. So yeah, thank you. So I'm just looking at our comments. There doesn't seem to be any comments coming through. It's just that hi Julie, hi Heather, my colleagues are watching live. Thank you. So really, yeah, thank you for Kaylee for today. So if you've got any comments after we've gone live, please obviously make any comments in the video and we'll come back to you. Thank you, Kaylee, for today. If you're interested in finding out more about this scheme or services at Business Action Menai, please don't hesitate to contact us. Contact details are actually in the comments. So, yeah, diolch am ymuno. Hwyl.